Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, where accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening from P.O. Faulkner Park for tonight's high school baseball contest between the Martinsburg Bulldogs, who come in with a record of 21-2 overall, taking on the Grace Academy Knights with a record of 8-4 on the season. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me eventually will be Trip Tobin. Our on-site producer is John Alderton. Cameraman is Nick Verzolini. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Our pregame show is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Enjoying a ballpark hot dog. And joining us on the broadcast, Trip Tobin. Trip, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing all right. Ready for senior night festivities here in a few short moments for all 9 Martinsburg Bulldog seniors. Have some special things for them over next to the concession stand behind the dugout. Some jerseys and some very good little frames for the players, along with some pictures of them throughout their time as a Bulldog, as well as other things. All 9 seniors, I believe, in the lineup today as well. So looking forward to seeing this team in action for a special night.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good night, getting to see all these guys out here on the field. I mean, except for Isaac Grove, who's suffering a little bit of a tweaked hamstring there. He's going to take the night off, but the other 8 seniors will be in the lineup here. We get to see Lane DeLauder in a DH role, so a special night for these guys as these guys all been playing baseball together for a long, long time. They get to go out there, and all of them start here tonight and play a ball game together, and it's just going to be, Martinsburg had, we talked about their depth all year, and to have, 9 seniors with this kind of experience under their belt is one of the reasons why they are still the number 1 team in the state after 4 weeks of, I believe, 4 or 5 weeks here of power rankings. So it'll be fun to watch them play here tonight and see all these guys on the field.
They take on Grace Academy, the Knights, out of Hagerstown, Maryland, a young team that in the conference is 7-1. They are 8-4 overall, and had to make a lineup change. Did the Knights at the last second, unfortunately, have a player that is sick, so they had to change at least one of those spots and 2 positions because of that. As we continue here, just wait a little bit longer. We'll get you our weather first, brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. 72 degrees, sunny skies here in Martinsburg, West Virginia for the game. You good over there, Trip?
I'm going to turn my ears up.
Ah.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. Now. Sorry. Didn't realize it was too low for you, but
I thought I went deaf.
Well, that wouldn't be good.
No.
So we see a few players now coming out onto the field holding the frames with the jerseys inside of them for the 9 seniors. A few of the underclassmen lining up on the first base side, coming over now to the left for those tuned in on TV10 as well as WRNR TV on YouTube. And again, when things are all ready to go, we will have coverage of the senior night festivities as best as we can for those unable to make it out here for tonight's contest. So, a few minutes behind for the senior night festivities, but making sure everything is perfect for Coach Aaron Byler's liking out there, kind of orchestrating his players. Hopefully for him, this is the most stressful part of the day.
Yeah, he's certainly needs to, make sure everything is just so here. It's a big special night for the kids and for the parents, and 9 of them out there. They've got their shadow boxes as they're retiring. They get to take their 1 jersey home and keep it. So, as you see across there, lined across the infield, he's, Coach Ballard's always been one for detail, so I'm sure he's a little stressed out, wanting to make sure this goes well.
So here we go with tonight's senior night festivities.
Good evening and welcome to P.O. Faulkner Park. Every year, Martinsburg High School is proud to have student athletes who represent the school well through their hard work both on the diamond and in the classroom. Tonight, we would like to call attention to those members of the baseball team who today are and have represented the Bulldogs here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg is privileged to have 9 seniors to recognize for their hard work and dedication on and off the field. Each has contributed to the history and tradition of Bulldog baseball during their time at Martinsburg, and we would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time. Our first senior, number 2, Keegan Everhart. Keegan plays second base, left field, and right field for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Keegan is being escorted by his mother and father, Deja and Shane Everhart. Keegan is also a member of the golf and wrestling teams at Martinsburg High School. For the wrestling team, he was named Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Wrestler, and won the Bulldog Award. After high school, Keegan plans to join law enforcement. Keegan would like to thank his mom and dad for the tough love and pushing him to be a better person. He would also like to thank his coaches for all the help in the last 4 years. Also, a special thank you to his dad for all the late-night cage work. Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Everhart. Our next senior, number 3, Owen Rupenthal. Owen plays first base, DH, and pitches for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Owen is being escorted by his mother, Jen, his father, Rob, and sister, Abby. Owen is also a member of the wrestling team at Martinsburg High School. After high school, Owen plans to attend West Virginia Tech and study engineering. Owen would like to thank his mom and sister for always coming and supporting him, his teammates for always having his back, the coaching staff for the facilities they have provided, God for the opportunities and gifts he has given him, and his dad for coaching him throughout the majority of his career and always pushing him to be the best he can. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Rupenthal. Our next senior, number 5, Carson Buber. Carson plays middle infield and pitches for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Carson is being escorted by his father, David, and mother, Missy. During his time at Martinsburg High School, Carson has been named first and second team All-EPAC for middle infield and pitching. He has also been ranked first amongst his class academically. After high school, Carson plans to pursue a degree in exercise science and physiology and later pursuing a PhD in physical therapy. Carson has a lot to say about the people who have helped him get to this point of his life. He wants to start with the most important, his mother and father. They have pushed him to be the best version of himself on and off the field with endless support. He is the player he is today because of them and wouldn't be the same without his parents and grandparents' support. He wants to thank Eddie Zombro and Vic Lupus for creating his foundation in baseball and developing him at a young age. He also wants to acknowledge his summer coach, Trip Tobin, and his current high school coaching staff with their constant advice, support, and aid in making him the best he can be. Finally, he wants to express his love for this team and the players that he has spent almost every day with, including past players at Martinsburg High School. He has created everlasting memories that he wouldn't trade for anything, and he wants to thank Martinsburg baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Buber. Our next senior, number 6, Logan Wilt. Logan plays in the outfield for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Logan is being escorted by his mother, Kelly, and father, Bradley. During his time at Martinsburg, he was a 2-time sectional champion and compiled a record of 87-31. After high school, Logan plans to go to WVU to study mechanical and aerospace engineering. Logan wants to thank all the coaches for putting in the time and effort to make us not only better on the baseball field, but better as a leader in person. The memories and relationships he has made on this team will live with him forever. Logan also wants to thank his mom and dad for always doing whatever it took to make sure he was on time and prepared for every practice and game. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Wilt. Our next senior, number 8, Ben Rosenweber. Ben plays second base, third base, and pitches for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Ben is being escorted by his mom, Erin, and dad, John. During his time at Martinsburg, Ben was also a captain on the golf team that finished 5th in the state this year. After high school, Ben plans to attend WVU and major in criminology. Ben would like to thank his parents for the endless support and countless hours of their time enabling him to play the sport he loves. He would also like to thank his teammates and fellow seniors for the fun times, great energy, and constant support. Finally, he would like to thank Coach Byler for keeping the team focused and motivated, Coach Zeke for helping him with the little things in baseball, Coach Zarnecki and Coach Bo for all the laughs, and every coach since he was little who has helped him get to where he is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Rosenweber. Our next senior is number 10, Parker Robinson. Parker plays in the outfield and pitches for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Parker is being escorted by his mother, Tara, and father, Ricky. During his time at Martinsburg High School, Parker was also a member of the golf team and qualified for the states the last 2 years. After high school, Parker plans to attend WVU and study industrial engineering. Parker would like to thank his parents for their constant dedication and sacrifice throughout the 13 years he has played. He would also like to thank his dad for coaching him for a good duration of his career. He will always cherish those memories. Finally, he would like to thank his coaches for teaching him the valuable life lessons and his teammates for making the past 4 years memorable ones he will never forget and giving him lifelong friendships. Ladies and gentlemen, Parker Robinson. Our next senior, number 18, Lane DeLauder. Tonight, Lane is being escorted by his mom, Melissa, and his father, Jason. After high school, Lane plans on attending Potomac State to study sports and recreation and develop into a better pitcher to follow in his older brother's footsteps. Lane would also like to thank his teammates and coaches here at Martinsburg High School for welcoming him in so late into his high school career and making him feel at home. He would also like to send a huge thanks to Hedgesville baseball staff for everything they taught him, and they played in molding him into the athlete he is today. He also wants to thank his mom, Melissa, and dad, Jason, and stepdad, Aaron, for the endless hours they have spent taking him to practice, games, and tournaments. Also, a thank you to his sister, Riley, for always tagging along, his brothers, Chase and Caden, for letting him play with them when he was younger and continuing to hit and throw with them now. Without all of you and your support, he would not be the person he is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane DeLauder. Our next senior, number 23, Jackson Steen. Jackson plays in the outfield for the Bulldogs. Tonight, Jackson is being escorted by his mom, dad, and two brothers, Garrett and Brady. Jackson was also a member of the basketball team at Martinsburg High School. After high school, Jackson plans to attend WVU and continue his education. Jackson would like to thank all of his coaches who have helped him become the player and teammate he is today. He also wants to thank his mom for never missing a game and his dad for making him the man he is today. Lastly, he would like to thank all of his teammates and friends for giving him the best 4 years of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Steen. Our next senior, number 25, Isaac Grove. Tonight, Isaac is being escorted by his mom, Leslie, and stepfather, Tony. After high school, Isaac plans to attend WVU and major in exercise physiology and education. Isaac would like to express his deepest gratitude to his family for the incredible sacrifices they have made to support his passion for anything he's done. From early morning practices to late night games, their unwavering encouragement and dedication, whether it was driving him to countless practices, cheering him on from the sideline, he is endlessly grateful for their sacrifice and couldn't have pursued his dreams without them by his side. He wants to thank the Martinsburg coaching staff for believing in him and helping him through high school. He wants to thank his teammates. Most of them have been together since Little League, and he can't imagine where he would be without y'all. Thank you guys for all the memories we've made this past season and in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Grove.
That will conclude our coverage of the senior night festivities here for the 9 Martinsburg Bulldogs seniors. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then be back for more of the Skinner Law Firm pregame show. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
April is National Donate Life Month. WV Medicine is joining the effort to raise awareness for organ donation. Did you know that more than 100,000 people are waiting for life-saving organ transplants? One donor can save up to 8 people through organ donation, provide sight for 2 people through cornea donation, and restore health for more than 75 people through tissue donation. Join WV Medicine and help spread awareness about the gift of donation. And if you haven't registered, visit registerme.org.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we continue the pregame show with our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons.
Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach Byler, your team back in action at home today for senior night. Let's start off with that and just talk a little bit about each senior so far this year.
Yeah, well, there's 9 of them, so I won't talk about them all individually. I'll talk about them as a whole, but just super proud of them. I told them in our pregame meeting that we've been here 7 years, so this group of seniors is the first class that we've had the whole way through. So it's from the time they were freshmen to now, so just really proud of them to see their growth and to see how they matured. I pulled out a team picture of them when they were freshmen to our team picture this year, and it's just kind of funny to look at and see the development that they've made over the years, and just really proud of the young men that they are. I told them that tonight was their night, that we're going to honor them, but it's not the end. We still got bigger goals, but tonight's an opportunity to thank them for all they've done for this program, and I am truly grateful for each and every one of them.
You're also starting on the mound, one of those 9 seniors, Carson Buber. What are you hoping to see from him today?
Yeah, a little unconventional starting Carson tonight, but I just think that he's a guy that's earned it. Our hope is to throw him, Parker Robinson, Ando and Rubenthal. We gave Ben Reisenweber the start at shortstop, and Keegan Everhart at second, Logan Wilton center, Jackson Steen right, Parker Robinson in left. Isaac Grove unfortunately can't play tonight due to a hamstring, and then you have Lane DeLauder who's going to DH tonight. So we got them all on the lineup card tonight. We're excited for them to go out and show what they have, and like I said, I think Carson has just earned the opportunity to start tonight, so we're going to give him a couple innings and make sure he's good to come back on Saturday.
All right, Coach, anything else?
Thanks, Colin.
Thank you. Best of luck. Now joined by John Schau, the head coach of Grace Academy. Coach, just tell us a little bit about your team, getting to see them today for the first time this year.
Absolutely. We're a small Christian school out of Hagerstown, Maryland, in the MDCC conference here with Shalom, Heritage, Calvary, Broad Forwarding up in Maryland. So, we're 8-4 right now, 7-1 in our conference, playing some good baseball, and looking forward to tonight.
It's always good to hear playing good baseball. Just tell us, I guess, a little bit about your expectations then for today's game against Martinsburg.
Well, hopefully we just have some good ABs. We've been talking about just barreling up, having good swings. If we're barreling up, putting the ball in play, good things will happen. So that's what I'm really looking forward to for tonight is, just putting barrels on baseballs.
Ultimately goes through the starting pitcher for the most part in high school baseball as well. Have you guys made a decision as to who that will be for you guys today, and what are you hoping to see from him?
Hudson Walls is going to go for us tonight to start the game, and really I'm looking for him to be effective, throw strikes, keep the ball low and in the zone, and not get really behind hitters, work ahead in the counts to be effective.
All right, anything else, Coach?
No, just looking forward to tonight's game in Martinsburg in this nice facility, and hoping to come out with a good ball game.
Thank you. Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford as the public address system going through the starting lineups. Let's do so for you now as well, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Leading off, the shortstop, number 7 for Grace Academy, Connor Early. Batting second in center field, number 9, A.J. Presley. Batting third at first base, number 24, Jaden Peterson. Batting fourth, doing the pitching for Grace Academy, number 12, Hudson Walls. Batting fifth in left field, number 3, Michael Berry. Batting sixth and catching, number 17, Ryan Peterson. Batting seventh at third base, number 13, Lawson Akins. Batting eighth at second base, number 1, Austin Sweeney. Batting ninth and playing in right field, number 10, Ian Lear. For the Martinsburg Bulldogs starting lineup, batting first at second base, number 2, Keegan Everhart. Batting second and pitching, number 5, Carson Buber. Batting third at third base, number 24, Braden Oviedo. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 8, Ben Reisenweber. Batting fifth at first base, number 3, Owen Rupenthal. Batting sixth in center field, number 6, Logan Wilt. Batting seventh in right field, number 23, Jackson Steen. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 18, Lane DeLauder. Batting ninth in left field, number 10, Parker Robinson. That is the Trips Flooring starting lineups. Let's now get our EPAC Baseball Roundup, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. Other games going on tonight. In the Eastern Panhandle, you have Washington at Hedgesville, Hampshire at Jefferson, and Musselman at Spring Mills. We'll step aside and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Do you have someone in a nursing home, or are you worried about somebody you love going into a nursing home? The law firm of Daniel Staggers can protect your assets. Call the law firm of Daniel Staggers today at 304-267-3915. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm does elder care law, estate planning, and special needs trusts for disabled children and family members. Visit the Daniel Staggers Law Firm for your initial free consultation at 133 East John Street in Martinsburg. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm, when you need asset protection for you or for a family member.
Spring is that perfect time for your outside oasis. RAI Properties has been in business for over 20 years. They do fences, patios, decks, and more. They'll even help you with HOA management, making it easy on you when it comes to dues, collections, violations, and those pesky monthly reports. Call them and schedule a visit today at 304-995-9764 or visit www.raiproperties.com.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park for high school baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Trip Tobin. Our on-site producers John Alderton, cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop as we take a look at tonight's starting battery, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. On the mound, the senior Carson Buber for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, and doing the catching, the sophomore number 2, Braden Edwards, is today's starting battery as we get ready for the top of the first inning. Brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. Martinsburg 21-2 overall, game number 24 on the season. Grace Academy out of Hagerstown 8-4 overall. Will be Early, Presley, and Peterson, shortstop, center fielder, and first baseman, batting 1, 2, 3 for Grace Academy, as we get to see them for the first time this year in the blue jerseys with their logo on the right side of their jersey, the GA in white with a red cross in the middle, red numbers on the back outlined in white, gray pants with a red stripe down the side. Martinsburg in the home white uniforms with the all black hats. Trip ready to go here for this one. A little bit behind because of Senior Day festivities.
Yeah, we're getting ready here for first pitch, and Martinsburg's got a very senior-laden lineup out there, barring the third baseman, Oviator, and the catcher, Edwards, would be in DH for by a senior. Other than that, we are looking at some four-year Bulldogs out there, and expect some excitement in the crowd, excitement from those young men out there, and some getting a start here tonight that don't generally get to start. So hats off to them, and good luck to those guys.
First pitch from Buber to Early, misses outside for a ball just before it hits 10 after the hour. First pitch brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, or call them at 304-263-4343 as Early fouls off the next pitch over to our left for a strike to even up the count at 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, the Bulldogs don't know a tremendous amount about Grace Academy. Doesn't see them much, and they're out of Hagerstown there, but they are playing some pretty good baseball up in their conference, so see what they can do.
1-1 delivery, misses outside. The count now 2-1 to Connor Early.
Matt Heidel behind the plate. C.L. Baker on the bases here tonight.
Two-man crew for the umpires as the 2-1 pitch outside for ball 3 to Early. Early steps back into the left-handed box, leading things off for Grace Academy. Wind up and the pitch from Buber. It's lined right back up the middle, off the glove of Buber. He's sprinting for it, trying to make a play. Can't do so. Infield single to start off the day for the Knights of Grace Academy for Connor Early.
Yeah, just sitting there, sitting on a fastball, and he got into a 3-1 hitter's count. A couple pitches, got up and away on Carson, hit the ball right back to him, and it was a solid single up the middle. Carson just got a little glove on it there. He retreated, and middle infielders and himself got after it there in the middle, just in front of second base, but there was no play out there as he got himself a single out of that.
A.J. Presley now steps up to the plate for Grace. The pitch from Buber. Upstairs for ball 1. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the first, still scoreless between Grace and Martinsburg. Wind up from Buber in the 1-0 pitch. Big fastball swung on and missed. A throw down from Edwards to first. Sliding in safe is Early. The count 1-1 to Presley.
Yeah, a little back pick there. He would have been. He just short tossed it there a little bit to Owen. If he could let it travel a little bit, he had a shot there. But Owen had to reach up and catch it, and then deliver the tag just a little late.
Buber's 1-1 pitch is fouled off and into our crowd mic, as you can hear it. Direct hit, it sounded like, almost there. Count 1-2. Hopefully no damage done to anybody's ears or our equipment as well.
He sent it straight back, didn't he? Right into the wall back there by the microphone for strike 2.
Runner in Early takes his lead at first. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball called strike 3 from Buber. Presley strikes out, looking for out number 1.
Yeah, nice curveball there by Buber as he froze A.J. Presley there.
Now batting first baseman, number 24.
Not much he could do with it there. He threw a couple fastballs there and just caught him off guard with that curveball in. It had a sharp break to it for strike 3.
It's Jaden Peterson now up to bat for the Knights against Buber. The pitch catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1 as Peterson looks at it.
Another lefty in the lineup here. First 2 of the first 3 batters, lefties. The 1-hole and the 3-hole hitter.
Runner on first with one out for Grace Academy. The pitch fouled off over the third base side. The count now 0-2 to Peterson.
Nice swing by the young man as he's got a big hole over there to hit through. As you got the Everhart and moved over a little bit, for the double play, and you got Rupenthal holding, so it leaves a tremendously big hole there. Should he be able to pull something through the infield?
Huber sets. The 0-2 pitch. Soft grounder up towards the shortstop, and scooping it up is Ben Reisenweber. He's going to toss it to Everhart at second for the force out. 6'4" fielder's choice gets early for out number 2. Peterson heads over to first.
Yeah, he got up and in on the young man there. Peterson did Buber, and when he did, he just got it off the handle and soft grounder across the turf there came up. And I thought for a minute the Reisenweber only had one play, and it was going to be at first, but he had to realize if he could get something on that throw, he could get the out second. So he ended up with the fielder's choice there and kept runners out of scoring position with that play.
Hudson Walls now up to bat for Grace Academy. Pitch from Buber, low for a ball. Walls in the cleanup spot will be today's starting pitcher for the Knights. 2 out, top of the first. 0-0 between Grace Academy and Martinsburg. Runner on first. Pitch, swing and a miss from Walls. The count now 1-1.
Just overpowered him there with that fastball in the outer half. Spotted it. Not only did he spot it up, but he had a little velo on it, and Walls couldn't catch up to it there.
Buber looks over his shoulder at the runner at first.
Runner's going.
Goes as the 1-1 pitch, and no throw down from Edwards. Kind of just looked like he might have not had a full exchange there from the glove to the hand to make the throw. So that pitch caught a ball. The count 2-1.
Yeah, he didn't quite get the exchange, and he bobbled it there in his hand and just held on to it. Wasn't able to get a grip on it.
Pitch, swing and a miss from Walls. The count 2-2.
Buber's throwing 2 fastballs by him here. 2-2 count. Maybe look for a fastball in, maybe where he can't get turned on it.
Runner on second as Deuce is wild with the 2-2 count. Buber sets the windup in the pitch to Walls. It's a chopper over to the shortstop, running in. Reisenweber is throw to first. Almost pulls Rupenthal off the bag, but he's able to keep his foot on and retire Walls for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. The end of the top of the first, it's still 0-0 between Grace Academy and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 1 minute.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we head to the bottom of the first inning, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. 0-0 between Grace Academy and Martinsburg, as Martinsburg has Everhart, Buber, Oviedo to start off the bottom of the first against Hudson Walls of Grace Academy, who's doing the pitching and catching is number 17, Ryan Peterson. Everhart, the first of the 8 seniors that you'll see in tonight's lineup for Martinsburg. The only one not in the lineup, unfortunately for him, is Isaac Grove, who's dealing with a minor injury, so he's unable to play in this one today.
Yeah, I mean, sitting out today with a tweaked hamstring there, with Musselman coming into town this week, and a doubleheader on Saturday with East Hardy, who's shown that they can, do some damage, is probably not a bad thing for Isaac. I feel bad for him. We sure he wanted to play on senior night, but just best thing for him and moving forward for the team is he able to try to get that hamstring tweaked, healed up, and be ready to go for the latter part of the season in the sectionals.
Keegan Everhart will step up to the plate first for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, playing at second base tonight, waiting for the Knights to go back into their defensive positioning around the infield. At first, you have Jaden Peterson. Seconds, Austin Sweeney. Shortstops, Connor Early. Third base, it's Lawson Akins. And then from left to right in the outfield, it goes Michael Berry, A.J. Presley, and Ian Lear. As the first pitch from Hudson Walls to Keegan Everhart is called strike one.
Hudson, an over-the-top right-hander. Seen him in warm-ups, got a curveball, a little bit of a movement on maybe like a little slider, but then he has a slower curveball. So see what pitches he throws here.
Next one, Everhart lets go by, and it's strike two.
Big crowd on hand tonight for senior night at Martinsburg, and you can't say anything bad about this.
Everhart swings through the 0-2 pitch. It's a drop third strike, but Peterson able to scoop it up and throw over to first to Jaden Peterson for the out.
I was going to say, can't say anything bad about this Grace Academy crowd. They brought a pretty good crowd with them. They have 18 young men in the dugout, 4 coaches. So, their program, just by sheer numbers, shows that, they are rather, they've got it going on over there. And got some guys that want to play baseball. And their conference record shows that they certainly have the ability to put a quality product on the field.
First pitch to Buber, misses for a ball. 1-0 pitch now from Walls to Buber is high for ball 2, as you just said, Tripp. Conference record 7-1 for Grace Academy. They're 8-4 overall. Walls sets. Wind up in the 2-0 pitch to Carson Buber, outside for ball 3.
Buber hasn't had a pitch to hit yet. 3-0 here early in the game, nothing, and probably doesn't have the green light here this early in the game. With a tie ball game here, nothing but a senior night, so maybe Coach Ballard will be nice and turn him loose.
We'll see, depending on what pitch Hudson Walls gives him. The windup in the 3-0 delivery is inside, but called a strike. The count now 3-1.
Hey, we'll never know, because I'm not sure that was a 3-0 pitch you want to swing at. So 3-1 pitch here coming, the hitter's pitch.
3-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate, as Walls went with 3 strikes to Everhart, followed by 3 balls to Buber, and now 2 straight strikes.
Yeah, he's around the plate, even on the ball pitches that were balls.
3-2 pitch on the inside. It's hit by Buber over to the left of the infield, and firing it across the diamond is the third baseman Akins to Jaden Peterson for out number 2.
The ball got in on him, and he got it off the handle, and the third baseman had a really good arm there, because I thought when that ball let come off the bat that it was going to be a base hit for sure. And, just because of the distance he had to come to get it, but he came with a really good arm across the diamond.
Now up to bat is Braden Oviedo, and he gets hit with the very first pitch from Hudson Walls. So Oviedo, the only senior, or non-senior, in the batting lineup tonight for Martinsburg, heads over to first, and up to bat is Ben Reisenweber.
You got to be impressed a little bit with Hudson Wall there. That ball there got away from him, but 3 straight strikes and made get Keegan out on a very quick out, and then got one of the best hitters in the area here to
Reisenweber, first pitch swinging, sends a line drive right up the middle into center field for a single.
Yep, maybe that might be the trick to Hudson, just get after the very first strike he throws there. And so what Ben did there is he lined it through the middle. But, the young man, he's been mixing his pitches a little bit. Was just wild enough against Buber to be effective there, and then threw the ball down the middle as Ben Reisenweber got a hold of that one.
Owen Rubenthal now up to bat as the first pitch from Walls low for a ball. You have 2 outs in the scoreless bottom of the first inning between Grace Academy and Martinsburg, with runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. The pitch from Walls in the turf, and unfortunately for Ryan Peterson, he's unable to grab it off the turf. So now for Martinsburg, you have Oviedo going over to third and Ryzen Weber to second.
Yeah, it was a good read by Oviedo. He just got lucky that the ball got just far enough away from the catcher, because just as he reached down for it, if he could have got on that first grab, he had a shot.
2-0 pitch. It's a liner right over the glove of Austin Sweeney, the second baseman. He might have got a piece of it. It's going to roll all the way to the right center field wall. 2 runs will score, rounding second. Heading to third is Rupenthal, and it's a triple to give Martinsburg a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, he that young that second baseman there, Austin Sweeney, I believe, if he's an inch taller, he gets that. But that just goes to show you how hard Rupenthal hit it, because it just cleared Sweeney's glove, and it never stopped rolling until it hit the Martinsburg alumni spot out there on the fence, as he took it all the way to the wall of that line drive.
Logan Welt now up to the plate for Martinsburg. He'll take the first pitch for strike 1 from Hudson Walls.
After 2 quick outs for Hudson Wall, he's the hit by pitch and the single by Ryzen Weber, a triple by Rupenthal, next 2-0.
Next pitch from Welt, or to Welt from Walls, misses low for a ball. The count 1-1.
2-out hitting is key in baseball. Without that, you don't leave runners on base, and that big 2-out hit is what changes the game sometimes.
1-1 pitch called strike 2 to Welt.
Certainly the 2-out hits are momentum swing, because you go in the dugout unscathed, or you leave runners, or offense.
1-2 pitch is a grounder over to the first baseman, Jaden Peterson. He'll step on the bag to retire Welt and end the Martinsburg bottom half of the first inning. It is 2-0 Martinsburg on top of Grace Academy at the end of 1. We'll head to the top of the second on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done, because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Here at P.O. Faulkner Park as we head to the top of the second inning, brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. Nice place to do business. Martinsburg puts 2 runs up in the bottom half of the first inning as they lead the Grace Academy Knights 2-0. The 5, 6, 7 batters, Barry, Peterson, Akins, will be due up for Grace Academy.
Grace Academy was just an out away from keeping this game scoreless there, and Martinsburg erupted there with 3 straight, with a hit by pitch and then 2 single and a triple there to make it 2-0. So Martinsburg getting a big 2-out hit, but Grace Academy has come to the bat here and swinging it. First pitch for strike 1, but Grace Academy is looks like they're going to battle here, and I think we're going to have a pretty good game.
Carson Buber sets.
Flag blown out and left.
0-1 pitch. High to Barry for a ball. The count now 1-1. John Alderton, our on-site producer in the last inning, was showing me wind 9 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour today. So keep an eye on that as this one lined through the legs of Carson Buber by Barry, and unable to grab it as Keegan Everhart. It went off his glove and just rolled over towards the shortstop. So the error gives Barry first base.
Yeah, another one just went right underneath the glove there of Buber, and looked like that Everhart was going to get him to make a play on there as he was going to try to give it a do or die play, but the exchange there got away from him and kicked it over to shortstop. So once again, Grace Academy putting a guy on first base to lead off the inning.
I'll bring up the catcher, Ryan Peterson. First pitch up and almost hitting the helmet of Peterson as he has to duck underneath it for ball one.
Well, got away from Buber there a little bit, got up by the head.
1-0 pitch. Misses for ball two to Peterson. Runner on first is Barry. He'll take his lead. Nobody out. Top of the second. It's Martinsburg 2, Grace Academy nothing. Buber sets the pitch. It's grounded to the shortstop. Reisenweber, it should be 2. He throws over to Everhart at second for the out, but he bobbled it as the throw, I guess, maybe just came in a little bit too quick from Reisenweber, so no throw over to first, so only one out on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good throw right at the belt, as a second baseman. In that turn, you'd like it to be up a little bit, of course. You want to make it be a perfect throw, but certainly you have to make the adjustments there. And Reisenweber did a nice job staying down on it, giving Everhart an opportunity to turn that double play. Just a little trouble in the transfer there, as it was just down a little lower than he expected. It got on him pretty hot.
Up the bat now is Akins. First pitch from Buber is called a strike. As Buber sets, takes a breath, the windup in the 0-1 pitch as the runner goes is strike two. The throw gets past Everhart and almost into shallow center field, but hustling over has been Reisenweber as Peterson now at second. Looks to be okay there. Kind of had a minor collision with Everhart and potentially the ball.
The ball ricocheted off his helmet there on the skip, so as the ball came in, he had a pretty good slide there, moved Everhart a little bit, but when he moved his glove, and the ball skipped up and hit him in the helmet and got into center field.
0-2 pitch to Akins from Buber, trying to get Akins to chase for a ball. That one low and away, almost past Edwards, but he was able to scoop it up off the turf. Now a 1-2 pitch. Curveball that freezes Akins for strike three for out number 2, the second strikeout of the day for Carson Buber.
Yeah, that was a big curveball there. I just want to feel sorry. That was a tough pitch to handle, and we'll get a courtesy runner here for the number 15.
Going in for the catcher is Andrew Ingram, the sophomore, doing the courtesy running for Grace Academy. Sweeney now up the bat. 2 outs. Runner on second. The pitch from Buber. Called strike one to Sweeney.
Sweeney needed about 2 inches last inning to stop that triple, as his vertical just didn't quite get there, and the ball got all the way to the fence on him, but young man made a pretty good effort there after that.
Buber's pitch to Austin Sweeney, this time low for a ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. Runner on second. Ingram, the courtesy runner for Peterson. The pitch, big swing and a miss from Sweeney for strike two.
Yeah, he's got Sweeney a little outmatched on that fastball at the moment, and see what pitch he goes to here. Man on second, 2 outs.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carson Buber ends the inning for Grace Academy. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second where it's Martinsburg 2, Grace Academy nothing. On the other side of this 1-minute break, this is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We're accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
I do.
I do. We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Welcome back. We're here at P.O. Faulkner Park, entering the bottom of the second inning, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department, Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me is Trip Tobin, our on-site producers, John Alderton, cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. 2-0. Martinsburg leads Grace Academy. As we into the bottom of the second, it's Steen, DeWater, Robinson, the 7, 8, 9 batters due up for the Bulldogs. Steen in right field getting the start for senior night, stepping in on the left-handed side against Hudson Walls. The pitch from Walls. Believe caught a ball. Never kind of saw anything from the home plate umpire, so looks like it is ball 1 to Steen. 1-0 pitch from Walls outside and called a strike. The count now 1-1. Steen taking his time before stepping back in the left-handed box. 1-1 pitch from Walls. It's popped up by Jackson Steen into shallow left center field. Michael Berry, the left fielder, calls off his center fielder A.J. Presley and makes the catch for the first out of this bottom of the second inning.
Got under it there a little bit as it floated out there. First I thought the center fielder was going to take it, but then the left fielder cruised over there and got into the left center field area and made the play.
It's Lane DeWater now up the bat. He's the designated hitter today for the Bulldogs as the pitch from Walls misses outside to DeWater for ball 1.
Yeah, Blaine DeLauder up there taking some hacks at it.
Pitch from Walls. Breaking ball, low for ball 2 to DeLauder. DeLauder, mostly a pitcher.
I was going to say, thinking maybe he's a PO, thinking maybe he had to borrow somebody's hat, but that is number 18 on that helmet, so he does have a batting helmet, so he plans on hitting this year.
Inside for ball 3. I was thinking the other thing. I was going to ask, does he borrow a bat, or does he own a bat?
He might have.
We were on the same track.
Mm-hmm. Got a pretty one there. It's orange and a lot of sherbet colors in it.
And he draws a 4-pitch walk.
Now he'll have to run bases, which is something he doesn't do a lot either.
That's also true.
His long legs, let's see how fast he is.
He's now up to bat for Martinsburg's Parker Robinson with 1 out. And Lane DeWater over on first. The pitch from Walls. First pitch swinging is Robinson. He fouls it off over the third base dugout for a strike.
Parker getting the start out in left field. Seen him on the mound a few times this year, and said we might see him tonight.
Pickoff attempt as Lane DeWater slides in head first, safe.
Not sure what. Do you have the pitch count on Boober? I know they were going to keep him for Saturday, so going to keep
I have him at 30.
Low. Yeah, he might be done.
Pitch is a grounder from Robinson over to the shortstop early. His throw to second gets DeWater out, and that's all they'll get.
Parker got a good, some good wood on it. Hit it pretty solid, but right at the shortstop. And similar play that Martinsburg had, where the shortstop come up and had a good throw to the second baseman. Second baseman just wasn't able to make the turn there. We're back to the top.
2 outs. Runner on first. Back to the top of the lineup is the pitch from Walls to Everhart. It is high for ball 1. Robinson starting to take a lead, and now a throw attempt over to first from Walls. Doesn't get Robinson out, though. Everhart struck out on the drop third strike, his first time up in the bottom half of the first inning. The pitch from Walls drills Everhart in the back.
Square in the back.
Second hit by pitch batter for Martinsburg today. Robinson goes to second. Everhart makes his way over to first. Looks to be okay as Carson Buber now up the bat. Maybe we'll see another two-out rally here potentially for the Bulldogs as the pitch from Walls called a strike to Buber.
Yeah. Martinsburg got a couple two-out hits last inning, so same thing could happen here this inning. And
this one low and inside gets past Ryan Peterson, hitting off his chest protector. Runners stay put though. Count 1-1 to Buber.
Got Grace Academy playing pretty much straight up, but the first baseman for some reason's up with two outs, but everybody else is pretty much straight up.
1-1 pitch from Walls. Buber lets go by, and it's called strike two.
Got two pitches on the outer half, maybe a half a ball off, but still nice spotted up pitches on the outer half by Wall.
1-2 pitch. It's lined just past the umpire between shortstop and third in the left center field, and that's going to be an RBI single for Carson Buber, giving Martinsburg a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second over Grace Academy.
Nice piece of hitting by Carson there as he just had to stay back on that curveball. The fastball spotted up twice when he was on the outer half, and that time he just kind of threw a looping curveball and took a lot of discipline just to kind of stay back and get it back up through the box and not try to swing out of your shoes with two strikes and cut down that swing a little bit and just find some green with two strikes. It was a great piece of hitting by Carson Buber.
Runners on first and second for Martinsburg. 2 out. Oviedo up the bat. Pitch from Walls misses inside for ball one.
All of Martinsburg's damage has come with 2 outs so far, so lots of 2-out hitting here tonight in the first 2 innings.
Pickoff attempt over to second. Off the glove of Austin Sweeney is sliding in was base runner and Everhart, but he's going to stay put with 2 out. Don't want to try to end the inning over at third. Had a courtesy runner in Christian Alter as well for Carson Buber at first now.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch, high for ball 2 to Ovi.
Oviedo, the only non-senior guy bat in the lineup today.
He pops up the 2-0 pitch and shallow infield on the first base side. Diving for it as he was slightly losing it in the sun is Jaden Peterson, the first baseman, as he makes the catch. Wind trying to trick him, but he got it anyway. That ends the inning, and it is 3-0. Martinsburg after 2. We'll head to the top of the third on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Back to P.O. Faulkner Park as our top of the third innings brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of Friends and Family Pricing. Grace Academy due up the 9-1-2 batters for the Knights, Lear, Early, and Presley, as they trail Martinsburg by a score of 3-0.
The Hedgesville game is the Jefferson game is 2-0 in the bottom of the third with Jefferson and batting. Riley Morgan getting his second start of the year. He went 3 innings with 6 strikeouts, no walks, no hits given up. So he's perfect after 3.
Very perfect.
Mm-hmm.
If he hasn't pitched in the third inning yet, I don't know. 6 strikeouts? That's good.
Yeah, he's pitched 3.
Yep.
Three complete. 6 of the 9 outs or strikeouts against Hampshire. Jefferson's leading 2-0.
First pitch to Lear, misses from Buber for a ball. The 1-0 pitch fouled off over to the first base side, out of play. The count now 1-1 to Lear. Buber started this inning at 30 pitches, so this is pitch number 33 of the day. It's the 1-1 pitch, fouled off again by Lear. Count now 1-2.
Lear's just about taking that pitch out of Edwards' glove there, as he just barely getting on it there.
Carson Buber sets, trying to get his third straight strikeout. That's the pitch high, count 2-2. Buber already has 3 strikeouts today. He got Presley in the first inning, and then Akins and Sweeney to end the second inning. Now start off the third as the 2-2 pitch inside makes it ball 3, so the count full.
Yeah, big pitch here at the bottom of the lineup. You don't want to let him on and see the top again, so a big pitch here for Buber. He's going to try to throw it down the middle, and which he did.
Yep. The 3-2 pitch fouled off by Lear, almost into our cutout in the net. Nick unfazed.
Nick doesn't even flinch.
Buber sets the windup and the payoff pitch to Lear. Again, Lear fouls it off. Each strike so far has been a foul ball.
Nick's the only man who ran into Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris faked a punch, and Nick didn't even flinch.
Buber sets on the rubber. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off and almost hitting the man on deck and early.
Young man just keeps fighting. Fastball, and he's a tick behind, but he's on it.
Buber takes a deep breath before this 3-2 pitch, and caught looking is Lear for strike 3 and out number 1.
Had to spot that one up. The young man swung at every pitch up there, and then just didn't think that one was quite in the strike zone. But from here, it looked like it's certainly where the strike zone's been all night on that side of the plate. So third straight strikeout for Buber.
Yep, third straight, fourth total of the day is the first pitch to Early. It's called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate.
Early back through the box last time, so but one of I think the only hit that Grace has.
Yes. Next pitch low, the count 1-1. Nobody on base, top of the third inning. It's Martinsburg 3, Grace Academy nothing. 1-1 pitch. Popped up over to the left in foul territory. Oviedo trying to see if he can get it. He puts a hand on the railing of the third base dugout, puts his glove up and makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 9, A.J. Presley.
He's holding that hat on, looking in the sun there, and next thing you know, he got to that fence and it just drifted back in for him.
Presley now up the bat. With 2 outs and still nobody on. Buber's pitch to Presley. Fouled off over our heads and out of play for strike 1. As Buber adjusts his head on top of his head. The wind blowing in from right to left. A 1 pitch. Beautiful breaking ball from Buber. Swung through by Presley for strike 2.
Bottom fell out of that one. Looked like it was going to be on the outer half, and had about just dropped off into the dirt on him.
0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. As Presley doesn't chase at it. Take a practice swing before stepping back into the batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Buber to Presley. Fouled off, keeping the count at 1-2.
Buber's just challenging these guys mainly with fastballs here and not showing a tremendous amount of pitches, just trying to get low to contact and just big curveball there, though.
Yeah, big curveball on pitch number 47 for Carson Buber. Swung through by Presley for out number 3. Grace Academy goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. It's Martinsburg 3, Grace Academy nothing. Wide to the bottom of the third. On the other side of this 1 minute break, this is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
As we enter the bottom half of inning number 3, which is brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. The 4, 5, 6 batters will be due up for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, who lead the Grace Academy Knights 3-0. It's Reisenweber, Rupenthal, and Wilt in those spots as Reisenweber gets ready to step up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 already this evening as he swung at the first pitch and had a single right back up the middle in the bottom half of the first, and then later came home to score from Rupenthal's base-clearing 2 RBI triple. Hudson Wall's first pitch to Reisenweber is high for ball 1. Begin the bottom half of the third inning.
But here in the heart of Martinsburg's order, looking for him to do big things here this inning, I'm sure.
Reisenweber fouls off the next one over to the third base dugout softly. The count now 1-1. Everybody wanted to make the play on that ground ball, it seemed like, in the dugout.
Yeah, it wasn't hit hard enough. Everybody wanted to try to make a play. If it was hit harder, they would have been out of there.
Reisenweber calls a timeout. Now steps back into the box. 1-1 pitch, curve ball that's fouled off the end of the bat by Reisenweber over the first base bleachers for strike 2. I think everybody from Martinsburg is trying to protect Zeke over there.
Old Zeke's got a broken right wrist.
Yeah.
Messed up his fungo game.
Yep, that's why Coach Byler had to do the fungos for warm-ups for Martinsburg today. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Ben Reisenweber for out number 1.
Starting to feel a little bit of that wind.
And it's getting a little bit chilly as the wind continues to blow here through the press box. So Owen Rupenthal now up to bat for Martinsburg. Big lefty had the 2 RBI triple to give Martinsburg a 2-0 lead in the first. He lets the first pitch go by in this at-bat from Wells. It's low and inside for ball 1.
Rupenthal been finding some power here, finding that gap. It's been a gap-to-gap hitter, and down in Myrtle Beach hit the ball really well and really picked it up down there and brought it back to town. And just been a very consistent hitter for Martinsburg this year. Been a big part of their success, as not that there was any question mark that he could hit, but to be consistently hit and hit for power is certainly something that's helped Martinsburg propel them into the record that they have.
1-1 pitch freezes Rupenthal for strike 2. This Walls. A little bit of a change up there. I'm not sure what that pitch was.
The wind pushed it.
Could be as well.
A wind ball. Pushed it away.
1-2 pitch into the turf. The count now even at 2-2 to Rupenthal.
Rupenthal's going to play some baseball up at West Virginia Tech for Coach Ness up there. Join J.J. Pavanelli and Herndon, Chase Herndon.
2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Count now full at 3-2 to Rupenthal. Tries to reach base for a second time. Got one out, nobody on for Martinsburg in the bottom of the third. They lead Grace Academy 3-0. The payoff pitch from Walls. It's called ball 4. So Rupenthal trots his way down over to first as Logan Wilt now steps up to the plate for the Bulldogs.
Talking about the West Virginia Tech today, Chase Herndon was a double away from the cycle. He had the hard ones. He had the home run, the triple, and he got his single, but he couldn't get the double. He was 3 for 5, I believe, today.
Well, almost gets hit by the first pitch. He has to duck out of the way. It's ball 1 from Hudson Wells.
Going out, see what Martinsburg wants to play. Any small ball here or steal or anything?
Walls kind of throws out, maybe thinking that there's going to be a runner going on that one. The count now 2-0.
Well, Grace certainly hadn't had any issues of running. They've taken off, so we'll see if Martinsburg's going to use
2-0 swinging is Wilt.
Trouble.
He pops it up into shallow left center. The shortstop, Connor Early, makes the catch for the out.
A little windy day, making all of those balls up in the air look like trouble as the fielders don't seem to have a great beat on it. But young man made a nice play, retreated back, and at first I thought it might find the grass, but young shortstop there come back and made a nice play.
2 outs, runner on first. Pitch from Walls is a hard grounder to Jackson Steen, and bobbling it's the second baseman, Austin Sweeney. He tries to throw to the shortstop, Connor Early, to get the base runner Rupenthal at second, but it's not in time. So 2 outs, runners on first and second now, with Lane DeLauder coming up the bat for the Bulldogs.
Ball got on Sweeney pretty quick there, and I thought he still almost had a shot there as the ball was hit pretty hard, so he bobbled it, and but just good base running by Rupenthal to get there.
Lane DeLauder swings through the first pitch from Walls for strike 1.
Kind of excuse me swing like he was sitting on an early fastball there and didn't get it, but still got him fooled a little.
Next pitch, breaking ball catching the inside part of the strike zone from Walls for strike 2 to DeLauder. Walls happy with that one.
Curveball that come around the...
DeLauder lines this one down the third base line, and it just goes to the left of the third base bag and foul.
That would have drove a few runs in had that one stayed fair, but yeah, just got on the outer half of the bag there, down in the corner.
Count remains no balls and 2 strikes to Lane DeLauder.
Martinsburg has been really good here in the first 2 innings of getting that 2-out hit. See if Lane DeLauder can keep that up.
Hudson Wall sets on the rubber, looks at the runners at first and second. The 0-2 pitch is high and deep into left field by Lane DeLauder. Looking up to the left fielder Michael Berry. It's over the wall. If it's fair, it's gone. The umpire gives the signal. It's a 3-run home run by Lane DeLauder, doubling the run total for Martinsburg, giving them a 6-0 lead over Grace Academy.
That's why he's a DH.
For the first time, I think, potentially in his career. I'm not sure.
He got all of that one. It's got to be a big boost there for Lane as he, he does a lot of pitching, doesn't get to swing the bat much, and, he wants to swing the bat, of course. Every high school kid wants to swing the bat, but, he for a pitcher to come in and get a hit like that is just really fun and enjoyable and memorable times. And there was no doubt when he hit it. It was just a matter of fact, was it going to stay fair or not? And it curled around that pole out there, and it was hit way over that 305 mark out there.
Parker Robinson up to bat now. This pitch was high for a ball. I believe the count's either 1-1 or 1-2. Missed a pitch or two. Well, I was writing in the scorecard as this next pitch is called a ball.
I think it's 2-2, isn't it? I've seen 2 balls. I don't know about the strikes.
This pitch called a strike, so the count now probably 2-2. Otherwise, that would have been strike 3.
2-1, huh? I don't think you missed a pitch like you thought.
I thought I did. I don't know.
I think it's 2-1.
We'll see.
I couldn't tell by the way his hands were up.
Here's this pitch. It's low for a ball. So
that home run's got us all discombobulated,
I thought I missed
right?
one. I wasn't sure.
I can't say for sure, but I think we witnessed Lane DeLauder's first high school home run. Oh.
Well, that's a strike on the outside part of the plate. So now we do know that was strike 2. So I guess we didn't miss a pitch. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Parker Robinson as Wall sets. Wind up in the payoff pitch. Fouled into the net behind home plate to keep things alive for Parker. It's now 6-0. Martinsburg leads Grace Academy in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Those 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd coming off the Lane DeLauder 3-run home run.
Every one of Martinsburg's runs have come with 2 outs.
It's also true. 3-2 pitch. Opposite field hitting by Parker Robinson. It gets down and rolling over to the left field wall. Robinson goes from first to second. It's a stand-up double to keep this bottom of the 3rd alive for the Bulldogs.
Bottom of the lineup for Martinsburg doing a lot of damage here. And again, with 2 outs, let's see if Keegan Everhart can keep that 2-out lightning going here, as Martinsburg has done all their damage, like I said, with 2 outs. 3rd inning in a row, they've gotten a 2-out hit to drive in runs. So,
first pitch from Walls to Everhart. It's called a ball.
It's a great piece of hitting by Parker Robinson. Early in that count, he got a fastball that was off the plate. Probably a couple of balls, and umpires do miss them, and I think he missed that one, but Parker did a great job of covering the plate and taking an outside pitch to the opposite field.
Everhart lets the next pitch from Walls go by for a strike. The count now 1-1. Runner on second, 2 out, 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul down the 3rd base line. The count now 1-2 for Everhart. Austin Akins did his best act to try to make it look like that was in fair territory when he grabbed it to try to end the inning.
They need to open the gate down there so someone can find Lane DeLauder's home run ball, or just go jump in the quarry, because I think that's where it landed.
I was about to say, good luck finding it. That was a long home run as this pitch high. Count now 2-2 to Everhart. Wall sets the 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, keeping the count at 2-2 as Everhart fouls it over to the first base dugout.
A good friend would grab one out of the bucket and run down there and pretend he found it.
Put a little smudge on it in the color of the bat, try to make it as believable as possible.
Yes. If you go out there and find it, who say it was yours anyway, right?
Sure, you don't know how many baseballs are down there anyway, right?
Not like golf balls.
2-2 pitch into the turf. The count now 3-2 to Everhart.
What's the old saying? Is that a Titleist? Yeah, he hit that one a long way. If they find it, I think it's beyond the fence down there. It's probably over on the other side.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Walls inside, ball 4 for Keegan Everhart. Now runners on first and second. It's the bottom half of the 3rd inning will continue, but first we'll have a meeting at the mound for Grace Academy before Carson Buber's 3rd at-bat. Again, Martinsburg now leads Grace Academy 6-0 in the bottom of the third, thanks to that 3-run home run by Lane DeLauder.
Hudson Walls hasn't thrown a bad game by any means. I mean, he's gotten some strikeouts, he's gotten some soft contact, but he just, they just don't seem to be able to get that last out. Martinsburg has had that 2-out hitting, and that's what's been the undoing at the moment. The 6 runs on the board all come with two outs, and Hudson's just been an out or a pitch away from every inning, but Martinsburg has not gone away easily. So we'll see what they can do here with 2 outs after the timeout as we bring one of the more powerful hitters in the lineup to the plate when Carson Buber.
Buber had an RBI single on his last at-bat in the bottom of the second. In the bottom of the first, he grounded down to the third baseman as the first pitch from Walls inside to Buber for a ball.
Buber will probably take over on infield position after this inning, I would think. He's going to be ready for Saturday.
Next pitch low for ball 2 off the protector of Ryan Peterson, the catcher, but he keeps it in front of him. As the runners then stay put because of it at first and second with a 2-0 count to Carson Buber.
You got Peterson after into the fourth inning here. He hasn't gotten a passed ball yet. I mean, a couple of wild pitches got through, but not a passed ball yet. And he's done a great job of blocking balls up, keeping the ball in front.
Ball's next pitch is a fastball inside to Buber for ball 3.
Keeping the running game at bay.
This one is low and in. It's a 4-pitch walk as the bases now are loaded for Braden Oviedo.
Martinsburg, best average hitter at the moment when it comes to batting average, is going to run for the pitcher with Alter, as Buber is still the pitcher of record. Whether or not he pitches in the bottom or not, we're not sure. But until he's entered, until someone enters as a pitcher, he can be courtesy run for.
Bases loaded with 2 outs, bottom of the third. The pitch high from Walls to Oviedo for ball 1.
Trend continues with 2 outs. Martinsburg continues to pass the baton and put runs on the board.
Ball sets from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch to Oviedo. Right down the middle. It's called a strike. Count now 1-1. 1-1 pitch. This is outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Oviedo. Oviedo was hit by a pitch his first time up. Last time up, popped out over to the first baseman. This pitch upstairs. Count now 3-1 to Oviedo. Walls trying to limit the damage. Sets. 3-1 pitch. It's a hard grounder in between shortstop and third into left field. 1 run will score, the other coming around. It's a 2 RBI single for Oviedo, extending Martinsburg's lead now over Grace Academy to 8-0. So now the Bulldogs have bet around in this bottom of the third. It's been Reisenweber up to bat with the runners on first and second. Still 2 outs. And Walls plunks him. Third hit by pitch from Walls for a Bulldog batter. It looks like that's going to be the end for Walls as Coach Schau heads out, and we'll have a switch for Grace Academy. In the bottom of the third, it's Martinsburg 8, Grace Academy nothing. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break for the pitching change. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. Back in 30 seconds.
Spring is that perfect time for your outside oasis. RAI Properties has been in business for over 20 years. They do fences, patios, decks, and more. They'll even help you with HOA management, making it easy on you when it comes to dues, collections, violations, and those pesky monthly reports. Call them and schedule a visit today at 304-995-9764 or visit www.raiproperties.com.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we have a pitching change brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them today at 304-263-3361. Now pitching for the Grace Academy Knights, moving over from third base, is number 13, Lawson Akins, and it looks like it's just a straight swap as Hudson Walls goes over to play third base. 2 outs. Bases are juiced for the Bulldogs. So when Rupenthal will be up to bat when Lawson Akins is ready to go.
Other than the hit by pitch and all, the inning came apart, but all those runs are unearned. As with 2 outs, there was an error on the second baseman, and then since then the inning has after that, there was the home run by DeLauder, and then, now we've seen those 2-out singles and doubles and different things that have hit by pitch and some walks that's caused those other runs, but they were all unearned, so it wasn't a bad stat day for Walls, as he went 2 2/3, give up 6 hits and 8 runs, but only 3 earned with 2 strikeouts and 4 walks. But you can also add a couple hit by pitches to that as well. And he threw 78
3
pitches.
of those? 3 hit by pitches?
I believe so.
And a few walks. Trying to see how many.
Reisenweber, Oviedo, and Everhart were hit by pitch.
Yep. First pitch from Lawson Akins to Owen Rupenthal. We've called ball 1 on the inside corner. Next one to Rupenthal. It's high for a ball. 2-0 count to Owen.
This 2-out inning continues for Martinsburg as they've.
This pitch outside for ball 3 is Lawson Akins struggling to find the strike zone right now. Doesn't have anywhere to put Rupenthal, though. He's ahead in the count at 3-0. Pitch. Down the middle for a strike. Count now 3-1. Courtesy runner and Alter at third. Oviedo at second. Reisenweber at first as Rupenthal swings through the 3-1 pitch. The count now full at 3-2. With 2 outs. 8-0 lead for Martinsburg in the bottom of the third. The payoff pitch inside for ball 4, making it 9-0 now Martinsburg on top of Grace Academy in the bottom of the third.
Gives Rupenthal his 3rd RBI of the day.
And it does. Is now up to bat is Logan Wilt. First pitch to Wilt, called a strike on the outside part of the plate from Lawson Akins. Next pitch popped up to the left in foul territory. Hudson Walls looks up as it goes over the third base dugout and out of play for strike 2. So Wilt steps back in the left-handed box. Pitch, curveball called strike 3 as Wilt strikes out looking, as in the inning comes to an end. But it's a 6-run bottom of the third for the Martinsburg Bulldogs as they extend the lead now to 9-0 over the Grace Academy Knights. We'll head to the 4th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Spring is that perfect time for your outside oasis. RAI Properties has been in business for over 20 years. They do fences, patios, decks, and more. They'll even help you with HOA management, making it easy on you when it comes to dues, collections, violations, and those pesky monthly reports. Call them and schedule a visit today at 304-995-9764 or visit www.raiproperties.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
You back here. 9-0 is our score. Martinsburg on senior night leads Grace Academy as we head to the fourth inning of play. As the top of the fourth, brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call them at 304-263-0809 for a quote today, or visit fmiwv.com. 3, 4, 5 batters, Peterson, Walls, Berry, are due up for Grace Academy. Looks like Carson Buber staying out there. The pitch. Fouled off on a check swing by Peterson for strike one. Peterson reached first on a 6-4 fielder's choice, his only time up so far, as this one breaking ball that stays outside, the count 1-1 from Buber. One delivery. Lined foul down the third base side over to the batting cage. Count 1-2 now. It's Jaden Peterson, leadoff batter in the top of the fourth for Gray, steps back in the left-handed box against Buber. Buber sets a 1-2 pitch. Called strike three as Peterson goes down looking for out number one. As Buber continues to roll through the Grace Academy Knights lineup, that is strikeout number 6 of the day.
Yeah, I mean, with Saturday being 4 days away, probably not going to max Buber out, but he certainly has plenty of pitches to throw or still be available. It's just about how many he wants to throw and still feel like he can go on the fourth day. So, a lot of guys go the distance and then they go, every 4 days. But Martinsburg's pitching depth don't really do that much.
Third baseman now, Hudson Walls up the bat. He swings through the pitch from Buber for strike one. Walls just moved over in the last half inning to third base from the pitcher's mound. 0-1 pitch. Send over the press box out of play. Foul for strike two.
Walled with the ground out to short last time. That sharply hit ground ball. Bulldogs weren't able to turn two on it, but
Buber goes to the breaking ball. It's inside for a ball. Count 1-2 now to Walls. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Braden Edwards picks it up. His throw to first beats Walls to the bag for out number 2. That'll bring up Barry.
Another strikeout for Carson Buber. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 7, isn't it?
I believe that was his 7th strikeout, and yes, I think you're correct, 6 of the last 7.
He's really starting to roll now.
This pitch low and away to Barry for ball 1.
7 strikeouts for Buber, and 6 of the last 7 he's recorded strikeouts.
Impressive day by the Martinsburg pitcher as this one popped up by Barry over to the third base side and out of play. Count 1-1.
In that 7, in that in those 7 at-bats, the only person to put the bat on the ball was Connor Early, who just flew out in foul territory to the third baseman.
1-1 pitch. It's a hard grounder straight to the second baseman, Everhart. Scoop it up, throw it to Rupenthal at first, and again, another 3-up, 3-down inning for Grace Academy. The score will remain at 9-0. The Martinsburg Bulldogs lead. The Grace Academy Knights will head to the bottom of the fourth on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park as we head to the bottom of our fourth inning, which is brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, Tripp,
shuck it up, Buttercup.
There we go. Bottom of the lineup, Steen, DeLauder, Robinson due up for Martinsburg, who leads Grace Academy 9-0 here on senior night. 9 runs so far, 9 seniors being honored.
9 runs, 9 seniors, 9 runs with 2 outs.
That's also true.
Home run by Lane DeLauder, who, would possibly be in the running for player of the game if Carson Buber wasn't throwing a complete dominant shutout, but he certainly would get a vote, and you never thought you'd see that, did you? He'd get an offensive vote for player of the game, right?
He has my vote right now. Because as you said, it might have been his first, I think. We'll have to ask him, as the first pitch to Steen from Aikens is called strike one to begin the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch, and the sidearm Aikens is a ball. Count 1-1 now to Steen.
It's a special night. We can have co-players of the night, right?
I'm not against it. 1-1 pitch on the outer half of the plate, called a strike. Count 1-2 now to Steen. Steen reached base on an error his last time up, as this one a breaking ball, called strike 3. As Aikens strikes out Steen looking for out number 1.
Nice curveball there by the young man as it backdoored Steen. Steen, the left-hander. The right-hander started in the right-hander's box and broke it over the plate there for strike 3. Looking.
That'll bring up Lane DeLauder. As Aikens sets on the rubber, the pitch. Grounded foul by DeLauder down the third base side for strike 1.
Lane's feeling it tonight. The DeLauder name is synonymous with home runs.
The 0-1 pitch. Outside. Count now 1-1. Lane's reached base both times. He walked on 4 straight pitches his first time up, and then on the 4th pitch, his second at bat, he sent it over the left field wall for the 3-run homer. That we still don't know if it's been found or not, as he fouls off this one. Count 1-2.
I can tell you he's not walking this time. He's feeling it. He's swinging the bat. If they don't find it, they always have the TV 10 archives, right?
It's also true. It's archived on our WRNR TV YouTube page as the 1-2 delivery from Aikens, low to DeLauder, evens up the count at 2 apiece. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. 9-0 Martinsburg leads Grace Academy as this breaking ball called inside. The count now full to DeLauder at 3-2.
Good pitch again. It was a 50-50 pitch there. We could have kind of maybe went either way, but stayed in on the big right-hander.
Payoff pitch. Did DeLauder go around? He did. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lawson Akins. Gets Steen looking, and now DeLauder swinging for out number 2.
Young man has a pretty good curveball, and he's throwing it a lot.
And he's struck out 3 now and walked 1.
Yeah, he's
for the 4 batters he's faced.
The ball well.
Coming in for relief of Hudson Walls.
He's got 3 strikeouts in a row.
Yep. Parker Robinson now up to bat. Pitch outside. Caught a strike.
Pitch outside for a strike.
Looked like, I guess, in the back half of the plate that it curled out, but must have caught the zone on the front half. This one grounded back up the middle off the glove of Akins, ricocheting off the mound afterwards, and it's going to be an infield single for Parker Robinson.
Parker with a big day here, 2 for 3. That ball caught the brown part of the mound there and kicked to the left, to our left, to the pitcher's right, and off the shortstop. He got a little bit of a glove on it, but not enough, just enough to slow it down, make it no play for the third baseman or shortstop there.
Keegan Everhart, first pitch up and in. Almost got a piece of his shoulder blade. It's ball 1.
Martinsburg likes to wait till there's 2 outs, and then they'll erupt.
Yeah. There you go. Line drive down the third baseline, and fair rolling all the way to the wall from Keegan Everhart. Coming around third and going home is Robinson to throw in time and easily into the glove of Ryan Peterson, who tags out Robinson to end the inning and keeping it at 9-0 and avoiding a possible mercy roll in the top half of our 5th inning. We'll step aside and get to that top half of the 5th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm going to watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm going to watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Welcome you back here as we head to our top half of the 5th inning, brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. We have a pitching change now for the Bulldogs as well, brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your local insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361. Now pitching for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, number 10, Parker Robinson.
So Parker's on the mound coming from left field. Buber went to short. Shortstop Risenweber went to... Also, it looks like Alter came in for Oviedo. So Alter's in left field. And Oviedo is out, so... You have Ben Risenweber at third. You have Carson Buber at at short. You got Keegan Everhart at second. Rubenthal still at first. Parker Robinson's moved from left to pitcher. Entering the game is Christian Alter for Oviedo. Now he's going to go to left field. Logan Wilt and Jackson Steen will remain in center and right, respectively.
We get ready for the top of the 5th inning. Due up for Grace Academy will be Peterson, Akins, and Sweeney.
Number 10, Parker Robinson now pitching for the Bulldogs.
9-0 is the score. Martinsburg leads on senior night against Grace Academy. Robinson ready for his first batter to face. Ryan Peterson, the pitch. Fouled into the glove of Edwards for strike one. Robinson sets on the rubber. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, missing outside. The count now even to the catcher and Ryan Peterson at 1-1. Parker Robinson coming in for Carson Buber on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. The count 2-1 to Peterson.
Good pitch.
Peterson.
Buber finishes the night four innings, only one hit given up, no runs, nothing earned. 7 strikeouts and no walks.
Peterson now gets drilled by Parker Robinson. Straight in the back as he now straight goes down to first base.
Call him Forrest Gump, John. He got hit in the buttocks.
I was just going to say back. Yep.
I don't think he hit him in the back.
Backside.
Backside, yep.
Up to bat now is Akins as he swings through the first pitch. A fastball from Robinson for strike one. Akins struck out looking, his only time up so far today. Nobody out, runner on first. The next pitch, low into the turf. Count now 1-1 to Akins. Robinson looks over at the runner on first, who takes his lead. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. It's called a strike. Count now 1-2 to Akins.
Strike zones have been consistently wide. So all you can ask is for consistency, and he's been given, a little off the plate, both sides.
This one kind of slips out of the hand of Robinson. Sailed high and away. Edwards able to snag it. Count 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch now. It's low and away. The count now full to Akins at 3-2. So Robinson steps back on the rubber. Runner on first. Nobody out. 3-2 count. Akins, the payoff pitch, misses for ball 4. So it's a hit by pitch, and then base on balls, putting runners at first and second to start off the top of the 5th for Grace Academy.
So Coach Zarnecki come out, talk to Parker, tell him, you got a 9-run lead, man on first or second. Let some defense do some work here. Don't try to fish around the plate too much. Just kind of pound the zone and, make them hit their way on and make them chip away at that lead. And he's got plenty of defense behind you that I'm sure that you throw enough strikes, you'll get out of here with a victory.
So, mound visit concludes. Looks like we have a pinch hitter coming up now, as well as a courtesy runner for the pitcher in Akins.
Ryland Christ. Ryland Christ.
Yep, Ryland Christ up the bat for Sweeney. First pitch from Robinson, taken by Christ for a strike.
Coach Zarnecki must have said, throw a strike.
It worked.
And it worked. People think it's hard, but we don't try to make it too hard as coaches. Just tell them throw strikes.
I believe he did so again. Counts 0-2.
The plan is working.
Robinson sets the 0-2 pitch. Low for a ball. The count now 1-2 to Christ. Still nobody out in the top half of our 5th inning. Robinson trying to get his first out. It's this pitch inside to Chris to the count 2-2.
He throwed his arm up like he was trying to get hit by it.
I thought
get
so,
out of
too.
the way. Yeah, he kind of threw his arm up almost into the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second for Grace Academy. The pitch from Robinson. Misses for ball 3. As Chris has battled back from an 0-2 count. Count now full at 3-2.
Here's some of Martinsburg's first responders up Sycamore Street.
Payoff pitch from Robinson. Swing and a miss from Christ. Strikeout gives out number 1 in the top of the 5th. Now up to bat for Grace Academy will be Lear. Lear 0 for 1. He struck out looking in the top of the 3rd, but had a fantastic at-bat, battling through as this pitch misses for a ball. He had 2, 4, 6, 9 pitches in that last at-bat.
It was a heck of an at-bat against a really good pitcher in Boober, so hats off to this young man hitting in the 9-hole tonight for Grace Academy.
As this pitch is a strike, so the count now 1-1 to Lear. Robinson checks the runners. So that's the windup in the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Lear for strike 2. So Robinson struck out the last batter and Chris swinging. Before that, walked the batter to first, and before that, hit Peterson. This pitch just misses for a ball. The count now 2-2 to Lear.
Parker thought he had that one there as that pitch must have just came in just high.
Two-two pitch from Parker Robinson. Swing and a miss from Lear. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Parker Robinson. As Grace Academy heads to the top of the lineup. It's Connor Early up to bat. Looks like we're going to have a runner for the catcher.
Not only did Coach Zarnecki tell Parker to throw strikes, he must have told him to strike him out. See, I thought he might have went out there and said throw to contact, but he must have said strike him out.
Pitch from Robinson to Early is a line drive into right field, down for a base hit, running forward. Steen, his throw home. Let's see if he can get to the runner. It's up the line and over toward the backstop, so a run comes home to score, making it 9-1. As Connor Early has a double, moving Aiken's courtesy runner over to third, and the courtesy runner for Peterson came home to score.
Nice piece of hitting there by Early. After 2 straight strikeouts, he jumped on that pitch there and found it in the right field. Steen come up, had a little bit of a bobble, cost him. I think that's why the throw went awry. He couldn't quite get a grip on it there as he hurried it, but throw ran up the third baseline. He might have had a shot had it been on target, but unfortunately went up the line and bounced off the wall out there, but kept another run from scoring with the backup there.
Another pinch hitter is up to bat. It's number 22, Alex Reed. As Reed swings through that pitch, the count 0-2 to him. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Robinson inside for a ball. The count now 1-2.
Jefferson 3 outs away from a 4-1 victory over Hampshire. As Riley Morgan continues to pitch. He's got 13 strikeouts in 6 innings, only giving up 1 hit.
Swing and a miss from Reed. Drop third strike. Edwards picks it up and just tags Reed for the out to end our top of the 5th. 1 run scores for Grace Academy, making it Martinsburg 9, Grace Academy 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back here as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning between Martinsburg and Grace Academy. Bottom of the 5th is brought to you by the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's premier DUI defense attorney. Visit westvirginiaduilawyers.com. Another pitching change for the Knights as well, which is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361. Now doing the pitching for Grace Academy is number 6, Denton Bible.
Okay.
Number 6, Denton Bible.
Trying to see who else has moved around defensively for Grace Academy, as we had 2 pinch hitters in the lineup that last half inning, in which Grace Academy scored 1 run, which means that Martinsburg needs 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th to get a Mercy Rule victory. It's Carson Buber due up. 2, 3, 4 batters will be up to bat for Martinsburg.
After a base-clearing double by Connor Smith, Washington now leads Hedgesville at Hedgesville 6-1 in the top of the 2nd.
First pitch to Buber, low for ball 1.
Bases were loaded when it was a 3-1 score when Connor hits the 3-run double to make the score 6-1 in the top of the 2nd.
1-0 pitch from Bible to Buber. Misses for ball 2.
Game Stream has Barry, Presley, and Lear playing with Walls, Early, Sweeney, and Peterson in the infield, but looks like Presley's at second.
2-0 pitch misses to Buber for ball 3. Three-0 pitch. Inside, it's a 4-pitch walk. They'll lead things off in the bottom of the 5th for Martinsburg. You're not sure what's going on with Martinsburg's game changer.
They have a guy pitching that's not even on the roster.
That's correct. So I'm going to move over to the other one to see.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of game changer. You can have both teams.
Alter up for the first time tonight.
Take the first pitch for a ball.
Generally the right fielder batting in the 4-hole for Martinsburg, who's had 5 innings off here on senior night. So looking to go 1 for 1 here is Christian Alter.
Pitch. We'll send down the first baseline and foul in shallow right field. The count now 1-1. So you got A.J. Presley at second for Grace Academy. Still at first base is Peterson. Shortstop still early. Third base is Walls. Left fielder's Barry. Right fielder's Lear. It looks like Akins went from the pitcher's mound to center. And that's it. Runner goes. It's a hit-and-run situation, but another foul ball down the first base side by Alter makes the count 1-2.
Does Grace show Denton Grace showed Denton pitching.
Yep. Denton Bible.
Martinsburg shows Stanfield. I don't even see him on the roster.
Neither do I.
We made him up.
Must have, because number 5 on the Grace Academy roster is Gonzalo Ketterer. 1-2 pitch from Bible. Breaking ball that stays high. Count 2-2 to Alter. It's 9-1 Martinsburg.
Bible is not a last name you hear much, is it?
No.
I think it's my first time ever.
Might be for me, too. I can't think of anybody else. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. It's inside. Throw over. Past and into center field, but Buber will stay put at second. Count now 3-2 to Alter. So runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 5th with nobody out. They need 2 to get a 10-run win. Bible sets, looks at the runner now behind him in Buber. 3-2 pitch to Alter. Fouled off. Alter keeps alive.
There's a tough out. Dropped his oven mitt on that swing.
Yep, he had to put it back in his back pocket. Another payoff pitch. High and inside. It's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start off this bottom of the 5th now for the Bulldogs.
They might score a run with less than 2 outs this inning.
Haven't seen that yet today.
We haven't seen it.
All 9 runs coming in the first 3 innings with 2 outs in each of them. Ben Reisenweber now up to bat for Martinsburg.
Ben could end this game with 1 swing.
He could.
Got a couple home runs here last week or so.
First pitch from Bible, low and away to Reisenweber for a ball. Don't know how aggressive he'll be, though, after the last 2 batters he's seen previously have both walked. Bible sets. 1-0 pitch to Reisenweber. It's popped up and out of play over the press box. Count now 1-1.
That was straight back over our heads. He could hit that ball out of here. We could be home early for dinner.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bible sets the pitch to Reisenweber. Runner on second. Goes, and now a delayed steal for the runner on first. So Buber takes third, Alter takes second. 2 runners in scoring position, still nobody out.
A base hit now could end it. A walk-off.
Yep, that pitch was called a ball, so the count 2-1 to Ben Reisenweber. Pitch from Bible. Misses outside the count now 3-1. Timeout called by Ryan Peterson, the catcher, to make his way out to Denton Bible. Talk with his pitcher a little bit.
Left fielder and center fielder are going to have a chat. Second base and shortstop will have a chat. Third base, only person he has to talk to is Buber.
First base and right field has nobody.
No. Bad breath.
They're keeping their distance, that's for sure.
Speculating.
Meetings all conclude. Everybody goes back to their spots. 3-1 count to Reisenweber. Bible on the mound, doing the pitching for Grace Academy. The pitch in the turf, and it's the 3rd straight walk in the bottom of the 5th to load the bases with nobody out.
Rupenthal coming to the plate.
Yep, Owen Rupenthal. Just reach base 3 times. 2 via walk. 1 a base clearing triple for 2 RBIs as he swings through the first pitch from Bible for a strike. Reisenweber on first, Alter on second, Buber on third. Base runners for Martinsburg as this pitch inside for a ball. Got 1-1 to Owen Rupenthal. 9-1. Martinsburg leads Grace Academy in the bottom of the fifth. Bulldogs 2 runs away from a 10-run Mercy Rule win. Pitch from Bible. It's a fly ball into left center. Michael Berry, the left fielder, makes the catch for the out. His throw will be cut off by the pitcher as Buber comes home to score on the sacrifice fly, making it 10-1. Now up to bat is Logan Wilt.
Now batting number 6, Logan Wilt.
As Wilt steps into the left-handed box with one out, runners on first and second for Martinsburg. Runner steals third before the pitch. Throw over not in time as Christian Alter takes it, and it looks like we might have had a balk called as Ben Reisenweber now jogs his way down over to second.
Yeah, Alter, the pitcher wasn't looking at him. He just took off, and this pitcher never stepped off through the third. It was just I'm not sure exactly how he balked. I was watching the runner, but certainly caught the pitcher off guard now. They're going to put this young man on base, going to put Wilt on base and go for the double play. So Wilt gets intentionally walked after the balk, leaving first base open for Jackson Steen. Everybody is in, outfield's away in, infield's in.
23, Jackson Steen.
One more run needed for Martinsburg to end this one.
So they're not going to play for a double play. They're going to play for the out at home.
Denton Bible's pitch low, kept in front by Ryan Peterson, avoiding it from going to the backstop. It's ball one.
Be the best defense they could put on right now. You're not believing they can, with the left-handed batter getting down the line pretty quick. It would take a perfect double play ball.
And this one's lined and caught by the first baseman on the dive, Jaden Peterson. He's going to step on first. And the double play will extend this game, keeping things at 10-1 as we head to the sixth. On the other side of this 1 minute break, this is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Park entering the top of the sixth, brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me on the call, Trip Tobin. On-site producers John Alderton. Cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Great job by Jaden Peterson, who will be due up now for Grace Academy, extending this game, diving at first base, and making the catch.
Yeah, Grace did everything they could. Once they got in a position, got their bat back in the corner, and that winning run was on third, they run the intentional walk out there to get a force at home and brought everybody in. And they got a line drive to the first baseman and the first baseman beats Logan Wilt back to the bag for a double play. Not much Logan could do. You just line drive right to the bag.
Peterson swings through the first pitch for strike one from Parker Robinson to begin top of the 6th.
Get Parker to hold him here and then let Lane have a walk-off dinger.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 from Peterson.
I'm impressed, though. I mean, this team, especially the top of the order here, swings the bat well. They're not at all intimidated. Martinsburg, a very big school. Like you say, Grace, a smaller school, private school over in Hagerstown. 18 players, 4 coaches, lots of fans, just a very good showing and support. And, they make plays. And I can see how, in their division, they can be very competitive at times.
It's a grounder from Peterson over to the second baseman, Everhart. Toss it to Rubenthal at first for out number 1.
Correction. They can be they've been very competitive at times here tonight against a very big school. It's really tough against any school, AAA or Quad A or whatever. Carson Boober's 5-6-0, and dominant on the mound, and so just a little overmatched at the moment, but a really great program.
First pitch to Hudson Walls, breaking ball, catching the strike zone from Robinson.
Coach has done a good job of, when guys weren't competitive tonight at the plate with a couple strikeouts or whatever, moving guys in and just trying to find some offense.
This one catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2 to Walls.
And again, like we talked about Wall earlier, he was just a pitch or 2 away from every inning of being out of, just a lot of two-run base hits.
He swings through this, one drop, third strike, as he'll just walk his way over to the dugout instead of trying to go down the first base line. That's out number 2.
Frustration setting in as he swung at a bad pitch there. He just got caught with that curve ball, and he knew it was a curve ball, and he read it. He just couldn't put the bat on it, so just a little frustrated.
Barry now up to bat for the Knights, and he'll swing through the first one from Robinson for strike 1. Parker seems like he's settled in a little bit on that mound for Martinsburg, his second inning of relief. He gets the curveball swung through by Barry for strike 2.
Got a couple pitches working for him now. He's able to mix them up, keep the batters off, from timing him up, and that's all you can do as a pitcher is try to disrupt the hitter's timing.
0-2 pitch, fouled off by Barry, keeping the count at 0-2, and it's the light pole, came straight back down, almost hitting a few fans on the first base side. Didn't break the light, did it?
Didn't
Not
break
this time.
Didn't get the broken lights. We've seen it break over there.
I believe that was
Colin
Reed, yeah. That did that a few years back as this one popped up. It's playable over on the first base side, calling off the first baseman Owen Rupenthal, the second baseman Keegan Everhart, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down goes Grace Academy. It remains 10-1. So we head to the bottom of the 6th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Carter Myers Automotive is celebrating 100 years at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. Join our celebration by donating canned goods to help us feed 100 local families a day and get some of the best deals of the year. Right now, get up to $2,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Camry. Or check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $4,700 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's where owners just care more.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. We have a new pitcher? No. Still Denton Bible out on the mound for Grace Academy. So you will face the 8-9-1 batters in the lineup. Is Braden Edwards will now be up to bat in the place of the designated hitter Lane DeWater.
They'll bang the DH and give Braden a shot at taking a swing the bat tonight. Top of the second, Washington Patriots are beating Hedgesville 7-2. As Ian Wolf started the game, went one in the third, but only give up 2 hits. But 7 runs off those 2 hits, 4 earned, 1 strikeout, 4 walks, but there was 3 Hedgesville errors during his stint.
And Bible's first pitch gets away from him, just a bit outside, as the saying goes, for ball 1.
I think he hit the mascot with that one. Washington's pitcher Connor Smith is 2 innings pitched, 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts.
This one inside for ball 2 to Edwards.
So a 7-2 game over there.
Any final yet from Jefferson and Hampshire? While you look at that, we'll
Jefferson
get
won.
Denton Bible's pitch. And it's fly ball into left center field, tracking it down's Lawson Akins. He'll be called off by his left fielder Michael Berry, who had a better vantage point to make the catch for the out. You said Jefferson did get the win?
Jefferson got the win, 4-1. Riley Morgan went the distance, 7 innings pitched, only give up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, and 16 strikeouts. 16 of the 21 outs were strikeouts recorded by Riley Morgan.
And the other game in action, top of the 4th, it's Musselman 2, Spring Mills 1. Parker Robinson now up to bat for the Bulldogs here. In this bottom of the 6th, it's 10-1. Martinsburg leads Grace Academy. So this one goes in and looks like got a piece of Parker Robinson. I'll go over to first base.
Looks like at at the Spring Mills Musselman game, looks like they got a pitching duel locked up as Cameron Gill has gone 3 innings, give up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, struck out 3. And for Spring Mills, you have Sweeney, who's gone 4 innings, giving up 2 runs on no hits. So at the moment, Sweeney is no-hitting Musselman.
But losing.
Yep, because he has 2 walks that have
3 errors
back to haunt
as well.
What's that?
I believe I just saw 3 errors as well.
2 errors for Spring Mills, 1 for Musselman.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 walks and 2 errors aided the run scores by Musselman.
Back here, it's Braden Miller now doing courtesy running for the pitcher Parker Robinson at first. Up the bat is Everhart. Runner goes, pitch inside, the throw not on the money. So stealing is Miller over to second base. Count 2-1 to Everhart. Or is it 1-1? Looks like Game Changer has it at 1-1. This one, eyeing to the backstop. Count 2-1 is now Robinson goes over to third on the wild pitch from Denton Bible. So game-ending run 90 feet away for the Bulldogs. Everhart back in the right-handed box. Infield in. Outfield coming in as well. Bible sets the pitch. Grounded foul off the end of the bat by Everhart, making the count 2-2. Baseball giving Carson Buber the on-deck man to the home plate umpire. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Everhart up the bat for Martinsburg. Pitch from Bible. It's a blooper down the third base line and fair as Braden Miller comes home to score. And the Bulldogs pick up an 11-1 Mercy Rule win in 6 over the Grace Academy Knights to improve to 22-2 on the season. Grace Academy falls to 8-5 on the year. Good win for the Bulldogs as the seniors get to celebrate win number 22. step aside, take a 2-minute break now, and then we'll be back to wrap things up on the post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, back in 2 minutes.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, where accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park as we enter our post-game show brought to you by Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page in Mercy Rule fashion. After 6 innings, the Bulldogs get a 11-1 victory over the Grace Academy Knights as Martinsburg improves to 22-2 on the season, and Grace Academy falls to 8-5. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me is Trip Tobin on the call. Cameraman / on-site producer doing it all right now is John Alderton. Our other cameraman / post-game interviewer will be Nick Verzolini. We're waiting for him to get our players of the game, as well as Aaron Byler, the head coach of the Bulldogs. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Trip, while we wait, any thoughts about this one?
Well, I think the two big storylines is Carson Buber was lights out. Of course, what we expected first inning, it looked like that Grace Academy was going to, put the bat on the ball and battle, and they did, and he made some adjustments after that. But those guys did swing the bat well against a very good pitcher. But, I think he was still very dominant against a good team, a good swinging team. And then, of course, all the two-out, base hits and the quality at bats with 2 outs and just not letting Grace Academy off the hook in any inning there, as they scored, I believe, in every inning. And, a lot of times, you get 2 outs, you kind of give up on an inning. And Martinsburg tonight just continue to grind with 2 outs and got some big hits. And when that happened, they were able to put crooked numbers on the board and just keep extending their lead out to where Grace Academy just couldn't catch up.
So it looks like Nick Verzolini, our interviewer, is ready to go with Lane DeWater. So we'll send it down to Nick now for our interview.
We're now here with Martinsburg Bulldog Lane DeWater. Lane, second home run in high school, first with Martinsburg. Just take us through that at-bat.
To be honest, he got me in a 2-strike count, and I was just thinking put the ball in play. I would have never guessed that was going to be the result of it, but, good things happen on good nights, and put the ball in play and got a good team win.
You just pitched on Saturday. Usually you don't get too many opportunities. The head coach let you DH tonight, and obviously you came through and did that. So just talk about, I guess, the transition for you as well, coming over from Hedgesville. And you mentioned it in your senior night thing. You obviously wanted to thank them, but just what was it like what's it been like to play this senior season here at Martinsburg as you played Martinsburg Little League and getting to play with some of your guys that you went to or grew up with?
Honestly, it kind of feels like I'm back at home again. Obviously, at Hedgesville, great guys, great coaches, great teammates. Atmosphere there was amazing, but at the end of the day, I decided to transfer last summer, and I wanted to be home, play with my boys senior year, see what we can make out of it, and so far it's all done pretty good.
Overall, the win tonight, what do you guys kind of take away from this one?
Honestly, I think it was a good rep game. I think we're all focused on tomorrow, get the EPAC championship, and I think that'll be a good week.
You mentioned it tomorrow, Musselman, a big game. What are you looking forward to about that matchup?
Hopefully we just all go up there, play our part from first inning to the last, and can't have no slow innings. Gotta be on top of our game all game.
All right, Lane, thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
We'll now bring in the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach Byler, good win for your team here tonight. Get a run rule victory on senior night. We'll start with the seniors, big senior class, 7 of them. All of them contribute as well, which is sometimes a little bit rare to see a senior class with that many guys that play some sort of role on the team. What are you going to miss most about the senior class, and what has this class meant to your program?
Well, I think it's evident what they meant to the program by what you watched here tonight. I mean, every single one of them contributed. They don't all start, but they're all great teammates. They all, pick each other up. They root for each other. They're friends in school. They're great in the locker room. I mean, I think our success is because of the friendship that they have and that senior class. So I'm just glad to see them all contribute tonight. I've been watching them contribute every day in practice, and they all have ability to do so. So I'm just glad to see them all come out here tonight and have a really good night for senior night.
Lane gets that home run, a 3-run homer. Obviously, he doesn't get to hit a whole lot, but maybe you're going to put him in a little bit more.
He's going to pitch tomorrow night, but and we're going to DH for him. But no, I was glad to see that for Lane. Lane's a tremendous kid, and to see him be able to do that tonight on senior night, to see guys like Parker Robinson come in and get a hit and get the save, and just things like that. It's just people think it's just easy to write a lineup every night and we just pick the same kids, but that's not true. And these kids every single day do a great job of competing and fighting for spots in that lineup. So just really, really proud of every single one, and I'm going to miss the heck out of them, but we got a lot of baseball to play yet.
Anything else kind of stand out to you from tonight's game specifically?
Nope, just thought it was overall just a great night, and we're looking forward to Musselman tomorrow, and our goal tomorrow is to try and reach goal number 1, and that's to win the EPAC, and a win tomorrow night would do that for us. So that's where our focus is right now.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Nick.
Back to you guys.
Thank you to Nick Verzolini as well as Lane DeWater, our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere, as well as Aaron Byler for our post-game interview. Let's continue the Palace Lounge post-game show and get to the game summary, brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Carson Buber goes out, and it's a strong outing for him in the 4 innings that he got to pitch. And then offensively had 2-run bottom of the first for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, coming off of 2 hits. They added 1 in the bottom of the second off a hit, and then things broke open really in that bottom of the third on the 3-run home run by Lane DeWater to make it 9-0 in that 6-run inning of the bottom of the third, and then adding 2 more, 1 coming in the bottom of the 5th, 1 in the bottom of the 6th, to give Martinsburg a 11-1 win. 11 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base for Martinsburg. Grace Academy, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base. That's the game summary. Let's now get our game stats brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at Ford@Hagerstown.com. And for the game stats, I'm handing it over to you, if you can pull those up for me,
sure.
Please, Tripp, since you got the game changer there, and my game changer's partially locked out currently.
Keegan Everhart led off, had 2 hits, scored a run. He had an RBI, and he also walked. Carson Buber was also 1 for 2, scored a run, had an RBI, 2 walks. He had Braden Oviedo, had a couple of bats, had a base hit, 2 RBIs. Christian Alter had came in for him, and he walked in that at bat. Ben Rasenweber, 1 for 2. He scored a run. And, of course, he walked once. Owen Rupenthal was on base all 3 times, had 4 RBIs. He had that triple and 2 walks, and created those 4 RBIs. Logan Wiltz 0 for 3. Jackson Steen was 0 for 4, scored a run. Lane DeLauder had 3 RBIs. That big home run is 1 for 2 tonight, as he also walked as well. Braden Edwards came in, and he was 0 for 1. And Parker Robinson had 2 hits tonight, a single and a double. Wasn't able to get any RBIs out of those, but it scored 2 runs as well. So great night for Parker Robinson as well, and as he come in and got a couple hits. Lane DeLauder, a big night for him at the plate with that home run. Just going to be a memorable night in the locker room for everybody to compete tomorrow. Back to business with the EPAC, and maybe a few more weapons in the arsenal for Coach Ballard. See, Parker Robinson showed out what he could do, and we know what Jackson Steen could do earlier in the year. Logan Wilt's been in and out of the lineup, so we know he has potential to be a starter. We have to certainly see with Isaac Grove tomorrow not being in the lineup how he will feel and how that'll fare. But Lane DeLauder on the mound tomorrow. Musselman has a few guys available. Maybe, I'm not sure about Myers after his shoulder injury, hasn't pitched, but possibly chance he could be on the mound. They got a young guy up there named Camden Woolham who throws the ball really well. So looking forward to tomorrow's matchup already.
I am too. We'll have coverage of tomorrow night's contest between Martinsburg and Musselman right here on Talk Radio, WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. First pitch for tomorrow's game, 7 p.m. It is hospice night here at P.O. Faulkner Park as well for tomorrow's game. So we're going to move up our pregame time just a little bit for that. And we'll start at 6:30 tomorrow for that, as Jim Klein, employee of hospice, will join us during the start of pregame to share some words from them. But that'll wrap things up here from P.O. Faulkner Park for tonight's game. For Dylan Bishop, John Alderton, Nick Verzolini, Tripp Tobin, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Final score in Martinsburg 11, Grace Academy 1. This has been West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. Have a good night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.